Democracy is two wolves and a lamb voting on what to have for lunch. This metaphor, often attributed to Benjamin Franklin, paints a vivid picture of the Founding Fathers' concerns. Pretty harsh words, right? Especially coming from someone who helped create America. But it wasn't just Franklin who felt this way. That quote is often attributed to Benjamin Franklin. He, along with many other Founding Fathers, had a deep-seated fear of what they called mob rule. It shows how some Founding Fathers felt about pure democracy. They believed that too much power in the hands of the masses could lead to chaos and instability. They were, let's say, cautious about the idea of direct democracy. They wanted to ensure that the new nation would be stable and enduring. These guys weren't fans of giving all the power to the people directly. They believed in a system of checks and balances. They had just fought a revolution against a king. They knew the dangers of concentrated power. They weren't eager to replace him with a potential mob rule situation. They feared that the passions of the masses could lead to tyranny. They were more into the idea of a republic, a system where elected representatives would make decisions on behalf of the people, ensuring a more balanced and thoughtful governance. So, what's the difference between a democracy and a republic? It's a question that has puzzled many for centuries. Think of it this way. In a pure democracy, everyone votes on everything. Sounds kind of fun, right? Imagine every single decision from the smallest to the most significant being made by a collective vote. It's like having a giant town hall meeting where everyone has a say. But the Founding Fathers worried about what would happen if the majority wasn't always thinking straight. They feared that decisions made in the heat of the moment or under the influence of popular opinion might not always be the best for the long-term health of the nation. A republic, on the other hand, is like having a representative team. Instead of everyone voting on every issue, you elect representatives to make those decisions for you. These representatives are supposed to be knowledgeable and wise, making choices that benefit the whole community. You vote for people, hopefully the smart ones, to make decisions on your behalf. This way, the day-to-day governance is handled by those who, ideally, have the expertise and time to consider all the complexities involved. That's the system they went with for America. The Founding Fathers believed that a republic would provide a more stable and enduring form of government, balancing the will of the people with the wisdom of elected officials. Think of it like choosing between ordering food for everyone yourself, democracy, or letting a restaurant pick a set menu, republic. In a democracy, you'd be involved in every single choice, while in a republic, you trust the chef to make a good selection for the group. The Founding Fathers really liked that set menu idea. They believed it would lead to a more thoughtful and effective governance, ensuring that the nation could thrive and grow over time. The Founding Fathers were really worried about what they called tyranny of the majority. They feared that if the majority had too much power, they could easily oppress the minority. This was a big concern during the creation of the Constitution. Imagine everyone voting to take away a certain right or to pick on a smaller group. That's not cool. The Founding Fathers wanted to make sure that even the smallest voices were heard and protected. They knew that a true democracy should safeguard the rights of all individuals, not just the majority. One guy, James Madison, was especially concerned about this. He spent a lot of time thinking about how to create a system that would prevent such tyranny. Madison's ideas were crucial in shaping the Constitution. He's kind of a big deal, by the way, since he's considered the father of the Constitution. Madison's contributions were vital in ensuring that the government would protect individual rights and maintain a balance of power. He believed a republic could help protect individual rights, even if a majority wanted to do something unfair. By creating a system of checks and balances, Madison aimed to prevent any one group from having too much power. This way, the rights of all citizens could be safeguarded, ensuring a fair and just society. So how did all this fear of too much democracy shape America? Well, it led to the system we have today with the Constitution, the Electoral College, and all those checks and balances you hear about. It's not perfect, but the Founding Fathers were really trying to create a government that wouldn't turn into another monarchy, descend into chaos. They wanted to strike a balance, and their cautious approach definitely shaped how America works even today.